Okay guys, this is a follow-up video that I'm doing on my, or not my, I apologize, on the Bill Koenig Arius. If you remember, maybe about a month ago, I released a video on the Arius that I received in for a buddy, and I kind of have the timeline written down here. I put that video up on the 19th of August. After that video, Bill and I kind of spoke back and forth a little bit. He said that he wanted the knife sent in so he could check it out and do some things to it. So I made a second video on August 25th, letting everybody know kind of some of the details of that. And I'll link all that stuff up here if you guys are interested in seeing that. But Bill reached out to me. We spoke back and forth a little bit, and he has sent the knife back. The knife came back on the 21st, or the knife was shipped on the 21st of September, and it's been sitting on my kitchen table for maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks or so, two and a half weeks. I just haven't had a chance to get around to it. We've had lots of storms down here in the southeast and things of that nature, and work and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's kind of the background of why I have this box sitting here on my desk. I'm gonna open it up now. Check it out. Check out what he sent back. I'm going to use my Spyderco Brower, which I'm going to be doing an overview of this coming up. I've carried it maybe for about a week or so. Good knife. So let's go ahead and cut into the box and see what we have here. So I don't want to cut the actual knife itself, so let's take our time on the top part. All right, you can see how sharp that tip is. So we've got lots of brown paper here. And of course we have our Koenig box. And like I said, this is coming straight back from Bill. Like I said, he and I spoke. He did a couple of things to it. Not exactly sure what he did to it. If you want to see the original knife, you can check it out on the on my other video. So like the original knife came, we have the card here, birth certificate if you want to call it that. It says it was born on 9/22. There's a sticker, and there's nothing on the back. The knife, as the first one did, it came wrapped in this Koenig microfiber cloth, and here is the knife. So the first thing that jumps out to me is the finish has been changed. So it still has that milling, which never comes across on the viewfinder, but when I watch the video back, I always see that milling. So the milling is still the same, but the finish has been changed. Before, the deeper milling marks here were not polished. Here they are, and I don't remember this finish on the high parts being exactly the same either. I don't remember exactly what the hardware was, but it appears as though the hardware has been coated or replaced with coated hardware. Same thing with the back spacer and the pocket clip. So very cool there. Let's check out the blade centering. Blade centering is dead on. Let's flip it. Flips right out. You can see the blade itself. It appears to be, I don't know if that's coated or if that's an acid wash. It looks like there is some stone washing going on there, but either way, I don't know. I'll say it's well, it feels smooth, so I'm assuming it must be a like a DLC coat with a stone wash finish to the DLC coat would be my guess. So you get that two-tone finish kind of matching this portion over here. So that's pretty cool. It looks like satin flats, and the fuller here also has that black finish applied, as well as the swedge. So that's pretty unique. I don't think I've ever seen that on one of these knives before. Not that I'm an expert, but that's I don't think I've seen it. So I know in the first video we talked about the lockup. I talked to Bill. Bill said that their goal for the lockup is 20 to 30%. He said that's absolutely normal. He said that they spine whack them in-house. I was going to get some more information from him, but I you know, with things. The show hit the Blade Show West came up and all of that. I didn't get all of that information from him, but I know that that was one of the things he mentioned to me, was that the Lockup, their goal is 20 to 30%, and that they do spine whack them in-house to check them. He said that he also sharpens all of the knives, which was something that I talked about in my first video. So this knife here, it feels it's grabbing my skin more so than the other one. It's grabbing it a little bit more on one side than the other, almost like there might still be a little bit of a burr left from sharpening. I'm sure, let's see, I'm sure it's sharp. Oops. Okay, we're gonna have to cut that part out a little bit. So you can kind of see there, having to kind of cut it back and forth a little bit. Let me grab a piece of phone book paper real quick, or I don't know if I have any phone book paper. Let me grab some magazine paper. All right, I brought back a few pieces of magazine paper, and like I said, it just feels like there might be a little bit of a burr left from the sharpening. So I've got my flex strap, my flex quadratic strap, which is always helpful. So let's see, let's try this one more time. Okay, it feels like it's cutting, but it doesn't feel as sharp as it looks. And with that burr, or what feels like a burr on that one side, I'm thinking a little bit of stropping will probably help that out. So I'm gonna hit this on the strop, and you feel free to fast forward. I just want to keep all of this on film. So let's see. And this is the green compound here. We'll come back the other way. And I'm going to take it off camera for 1 second and wipe it on my shorts here to get some of that compound off. Let's see what that did. Okay. Yeah, see? I just think there was a little bit of a burr on there. Yeah, there was just a little bit of a burr on there from sharpening, but a little bit more stropping, and I'm sure that'll touch that right up. It'll be even sharper. Let's see. Let's check the action on close. It falls shut, which is good. Very good. Looks like a solid overall knife. Like I said, I don't believe I've seen this finish before on another Arius, which is kind of cool. So I know my buddy will be happy to get this one back in his hands. I want to say thank you to Bill for reaching out and for taking care of the knife for my buddy, and even adding some features to the knife that weren't on the knife when he got it the first time. Thanks. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Remember, a lazy man carries a dull knife.